Hello guys, today we're going to be doing what if Deku was a Saiyan and had a Kryptonian brother. It's going to be interesting. Anyway, yeah, I know I'm supposed to make part 2 of what if Naruto was in a tower, but I wanted to, just upload something, new real quick, because, I almost forgot to upload, so I just decided, alright, let me upload something, and I'm going to upload this. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting story. Hope you like it. 3 likes for part 2. Anyway, let's get started. So we start off with 2 pods flying into space, actually fairly close to each other. They land both of them land in front of a car in or like yeah, in the street in front of a car, right, like the pods are like right next to each other. And the people that get out the car see what it is Enko Midoriya and Hazashi Midoriya. I'm just gonna say they're together right now, and yeah, they'll probably split up later. Anyway, so yeah, they go proceed to check out with the pods. They see one pod, which is the Saiyan pod, and I'm guessing it looks. No, I'm pretty sure it looks less. What's the word? It's not as advanced as the other pod. The other pod is. Sorry, my sister's always interrupting me. Anyway, yeah, they see another pod, and this pod is more advanced than the first pod. And the first pod opens up, and they see a little boy with a tail start crawling out. And it's like in the middle of the day. It's the middle of the day. It's in the middle of the day, but they're not in a city. They're on a road that's like away from the town. So you know how there's just roads where you don't see like nothing. It's just like, yeah, it's those type of roads. Anyway, um, Hazashi thinking that the other one might be a pod too, because like if that one is, then the other one has to be too. Inko picks up which is the child that's actually extremely strong, and yeah, then Hazashi goes to open the second pod, which he does, and they see another little boy, and they decide to take them in and bring them home. And they start they obviously find out that their second son, or their Kryptonian son, which for convenience I'm just gonna call, god damn it, hold on, sorry, anyway, as I was saying, for plot convenience I'm just gonna name the Kryptonian kid Clark, just for convenience. And yeah, Deku still named Izuku Midoriya, so we got Clark Midoriya and Izuku Midoriya. There you go. And yeah, they immediately end up finding out that Clark Midoriya seems to have a quirk, but when they go to the quirk doctor, he doesn't have the same type of bones and stuff like that. But they say, yeah, he pretty much does not have a quirk. But then he shows off the fact that he can do a whole bunch of abilities and stuff. And Deku getting pretty much angry or getting irritated at the fact that his brother can do way more than him, decides to train, and he starts training, and they immediately find out how strong he is. And at this point, since he has a bedtime, he hasn't really looked at the moon yet, so he hasn't turned into a freaking giant ape yet. And we're going to skip about a a few months, because we saw that baby Goku can actually do more than normal babies could. Like the fact that he was able to hold off a grown man is not okay. So I'm just gonna say that Clark can just do that type of stuff. Anyway, just like you know Deku. Anyway, yeah, like about a month, and Deku wakes up and looks at the moon, and he ends up turning into a giant ape, and yeah, this shocks like everybody, and All Might has to come in and pretty much fight him, which he's able to defeat him after a decent battle. It wasn't that hard for All Might, but it was hard at the same time. Because at this point, it's prime All Might. So yeah. And this Deku has like damn near no training because he's a baby. And yeah. Once once Deku, de-transforms, Inko quickly, grabs him and runs away before any of the heroes can find him. When they see him, or when they look for him, he's gone. And Inko decides to take off a tail, but after a few years it pretty much grew back, being completely useless. But about the time when Deku turns 4 and everybody's getting their quirks, and everybody knew that Clark already had a quirk, even though it's not a quirk. Yeah, Deku, has been training and decides to train with his brother with his super strength. And he wanted to replicate the laser beams that his brother can shoot, but it didn't work. And then he seen Bakugo, using his explosion, trying to flex, but it really did absolutely nothing. Because Deku, thinking maybe he can try it through his hands, so he tries to put energy towards his hands and fire, which actually works, shooting a Kamehameha, or Kamehameha wave, you can say that too. Yeah, and it's not as strong as his brother's laser eyes, but it's pretty strong. It's not weak in any way. Well, weak now, but it's going to become stronger. And yeah, Deku ends up liking martial arts a lot, so he trains in martial arts, and Clark, not wanting to lose to his brother, ends up training in martial arts too. They both pretty much spar against each other because no one in the dojo can really spar against them, and pretty much everybody knows in their school that they're extremely strong physically, so they don't want to challenge them. But Bakugo is always challenging them because he thinks that he's the best with his quirk. But and Clark ends up finding out how Deku is pretty much he likes to fight people like a lot. When he's in a battle, he is always smiling. Even if the opponent is stronger than him, he's always smiling in the fight, just enjoying the fight. Just based off that. And I'm just gonna say it because I don't like how short Goku was in canon. That his body looks like a normal teenager when he actually becomes a teenager. But yeah. Anyway, Deku pretty much trains with Clark, and they both become extremely strong off this training, and both of them figure out how Deku increases his strength increases every time he starts fighting by like a lot, and Clark he just gets a lot of gains power pretty much by doing nothing. But Deku gets power while fighting, and every time he gets injured, gets healed, he comes back stronger. So yeah, now we're gonna time skip. We're going to time skip to the last few days of middle school, or no, the last day of middle school, and it pretty much goes like canon towards canon, like the teacher, pretty much saying what he says in canon to the UA part where he says. Anyway, I'm sorry, my sister is so annoying. Anyway, Deku, after he says the God damn it, no, think. All right, as I was saying, bruh, damn. Anyway, he pretty much gets ready. I'm so tired. I'm sorry. I mean tired. I'm not tired. Hot. Yeah, I know it's December, but it's hot. It is really hot here. Anyway, so yeah, he says he's about to say the name is go UA, which he does. Katsuki Bakugo, Izuku Midoriya, and Clark Midoriya, and Aaron is like, yeah, it makes sense why all of them three want to go, because they got some strong quirks, even though Deku and his brother don't have a quirk at all, and yeah, Bakugo doesn't get mad by this. He just says he's gonna become the number one hero because he already knows that they're mad strong. He just tells them that he's gonna beat them he's gonna beat them and become the number one hero. And Deku says, sure. And no, Deku says, my bad. Deku says that he's gonna become number one hero no matter what. And his brother's gonna be in second. Which Clark says, what? Nah, I'm first. I'm gonna be first. Like, come on now. We all know this. Deku says, nah. And yeah, they get ready. They start leaving, walking away. And after the school day is over anyway. And they decide to take the long way instead of the short way. So Deku and Clark start walking, and they end up walking through a tunnel, and with Superman, or I said Superman, Clark's X-ray vision, he's easily able to see the sludge villain coming by like a mile away, and Deku, I'm just gonna say he's able to sense now because he's been training so freaking much and has learned to harness the key inside of his body because he's learned martial arts. And Superman, I'm just gonna say, I said Superman. God damn it, not again. Clark is not able to wield ki just to make it, more fair. Because imagine him able to wield ki. That's just pretty much not fair at all. It's able to amp a human so much. It makes him able to blow up planets and stuff. So no, that would just make Superman way more overpowered than Deku. So I'm just gonna say that, or Clark way more powerful than Deku. Anyway, yeah, the sludge villain jumps at them, but Clark just uses his X-ray vision, burning the sludge villain, which the sludge villain immediately jumps back after that, and then gets ready to run away. Oh my god, I don't know why I was stuttering so much. but gets ready to run away. But Deku appears behind him, pushing him backwards, and pretty much keeping him there. And then All Might comes out of nowhere, using a Detroit Smash, punching the Sludge Villain and splattering him all over the place. And Deku, being a Saiyan, he actually asks All Might to fight him, and Clark's like, bruh. He grabs Deku and says, "Sorry for my brother. He really likes to fight people." And sorry. Anyway, and All Might says it's all right, but you guys have some powerful quirks. I can't wait. I know you guys are gonna be some powerful heroes. And Deku and Clark nod because they're not gonna fanboy over him because they need to be prepared. And they're not as big of fanboys as over All Might, but Clark definitely wants to become the next symbol of peace because Superman, what he stands for and stuff like that. Anyway, Deku, or not Deku, All Might puts the Sludge Villain in a bottle and then jumps off. And at this point, Deku and Clark can both fly, so they're like, he only can jump high, he can't fly. Wow. Anyway, they start walking away, and they go home. And they pretty much train for 10 months straight after, cleaning up Dig Up a Beach, because that's where they train at. And, yeah. Put in the comments down below who you want to, who do you want me to give one for all to. Anyway. Actually, this is where I'm going to leave it off, because this car is hot. And, yeah. Even though the windows are damn near all the way down. Peace out, everybody, and goodbye.